everyone. Today we will be discussing the exercise 3.2 of trigonometric functions. Okay, so let's start. First question. The question which is asked is find the values of the other 5 trigonometric functions, in which the first question is cos x is equal to minus 1 by 2, where x lies in the third quadrant. Now find the values of other 5 means you have been given cos means remaining 5 are sine, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Okay, and since this condition is given, that is x lies in the third quadrant, the meaning is you have to choose which which sign of the functions to be taken. That means either positive or negative according to the quadrant. Okay, so first we will just see that in your first quadrant you have all positive, second quadrant sine positive means cosine also positive, then tan and cot positive in the third quadrant, and cos positive in the fourth quadrant. Cos means sec also. Okay, now we will start to find out the values. First we can just find out what is sine x, and in order to find out sine x we are using the relation that sine square plus cos square, sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So what you will get, sine x is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x, right? Replacing the value of cos, you will have 1 minus of 1 by 2 the whole square, which is equal to root of 1 minus 1 by 4. This will give you root of 3 by 4, which can be written as plus or minus root 3 by 2. Okay, root of 4 is 2, and since it is root of, we can take positive and negative. Now what we have to decide is what we need to take. Since it is in the third quadrant, you have tan to be positive and cot to be positive, remaining all negative, and this is sine, so you have to choose your sign to be negative. Okay, since x lies in the third quadrant, sine x should be negative. That means sine x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Okay, sine x is negative. That is sine x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Now you can just find out what is cosec x. Cosec will be the reciprocal of sine, so you get minus 2 by root 3. Then you have sec x. Sec x is the reciprocal of cos. Cos is minus 1 by 2 means sec will be minus 2. Now you want tan. For tan you can just use sine by cos. Tan is equal to sine by cos, or else you can use root of sec square x minus 1 also, because 1 plus tan square is sec square x. Already you have got the value of sec means you can use that formula also in order to find out tan, or else you can use tan is equal to sine by cos. What is the value of sine you know, what is cos you know, so you can find out what is tan. Okay, sine is minus root 3 by 2 divided by what is cos, minus 1 by 2. So that you will get root 3. Negative get cancelled, and see, you automatically will see tan has become positive, and you know that in third quadrant tan will be positive. Now since tan is positive, cot will also be positive. Now what is the value of cot then? Cot x is reciprocal of tan. So these are the values which you are getting. Sin x is minus root 3 by 2. Cosec x is minus 2 by root 3. Sec x minus 2. Tan x root 3, and cot x 1 by root 3. Okay, these are the 5 trigonometric functions whose values you have to find out. Next question is sin x is equal to 3 by 5, where x lies in second quadrant. Again, when x lies in the second quadrant, you have your sine and cosec to be positive, remaining will be negative. Okay, so first of all we will find out what is, okay, you can just directly write what is cosec. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine, you will get 5 by 3. Again it will be positive because it is in the second quadrant. Now you move on to what is cos x equal to. Okay, again the formula is same, which is sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So you will get cos x is equal to root of 1 minus sine square x, which is equal to 1 minus sine square. Sine is 3 by 5 the whole square, which will give you 1 minus 9 by 25, which is 16 by 25, or you can say it is plus or minus 4 by 5. That is your cos. Now from this plus or minus you have to select which you have to take. Since it is in the second quadrant, and cos will be negative. So we can write, since x lies in the second quadrant, comma, cos x is negative. Therefore, cos x should be chosen as minus 4 by 5. Okay. Now since you got cos x, you can write what is sec x because it is a reciprocal. So your sec x will be minus 5 by 4. Now moving on to your tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x, right? So what is your sin x? 3 by 5. Cos x minus 4 by 5. So you are getting your tan to be minus 3 by 4. Again it is negative, right? So in the second quadrant, tan is also negative. Now since tan is this, what will be cot? Cot x will be the reciprocal of this, which is minus 4 by 3. So you got all the things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Third question is, cot x equal to 3 by 4. X lies in third quadrant. Now again for third quadrant, we know that tan and cot will be positive. So since cot is given to be positive and tan is the reciprocal of cot, you will get tan to be 4 by 3, which is again positive, right? Now we will go for, from tan we can find out what is sec. Okay, for sec x, again tan square x plus 1 or 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. So from this you can find out what is sec x. It is root of 1 plus tan square x. Okay, replacing the values which you got, you will get 1 plus 4 by 3 the whole square is equal to root of 1 plus 16 by 9 root of 25 by 9, which is equal to plus or minus 5 by 3. Now when we write plus or minus, again we have to go for which value to be chosen for C in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, C should be negative. So you will have, since x is in the third quadrant, sec is negative. Okay, now sec is negative means that is sec x is equal to minus 5 by 3. Now since sec x is negative 5 by 3, what will be cos? Cos will be the reciprocal of sec and it is also negative in the third quadrant. Okay, so it will be minus 3 by 5. Now what you need? Sine you want? Okay, either you can use the formula sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. From there you can find out what is sine, or else you can use the tan relation, that is tan x is equal to sin x by cos x. Since you have these two values, you can find out sin x as, cos will go there, so it is cos x into tan x. So this also can be used to find out what is sine. Okay, so sin x is equal to cos x tan x. What is cos x? Minus 3 by 5. What is tan x? 4 by 3. So that you will get minus 4 by 5 as sin x, and therefore your cosec x is minus 5 by 4. You can see they are getting that negative value in the third quadrant, they will be negative. Okay, so all the 5 values you got. Next question number 4 is sec x equal to 13 by 5 and x lies in the fourth quadrant. Again for fourth quadrant you have cos to be positive, that means you have sec also to be positive, which is given in the question. Okay, so what is cos? Cos x is 5 by 13, again positive. Now you can move on to your sin x, which is root of 1 minus cos square x. According to the formula, sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Now you will have root of 1 minus cos 5 by 13 the whole square is equal to root of 1 minus 25 by 169, which is equal to 169 minus 25 by 169 equal to 144 by 169. You will get inside the root, so that your answer will be 12 by 13 with plus or minus sign. Okay. Now you have to select which sign should be taken for sin x. Now since x is in the fourth quadrant, what should be sign? It should be negative. Sin x is negative. Okay. Therefore, you will have your sin x to be chosen as minus 12 by 13. Now, since sin x is minus 12 by 13, you will get cosec x to be minus 13 by 12, reciprocal of sin x. Then what you need? Tan. Okay, for tan x, again you can use your sin x by cos x. What is sin x? Minus 12 by 13, and what is cos x? 5 by 13. So that you will get minus 12 by 5 as your tan, and your cot will be reciprocal of tan, which is minus 5 by 12. Okay. So these are your 5 trigonometric functions. Next, fifth one is tan x equal to minus 5 by 12 and x is lying in the second quadrant. Second quadrant means you have sine and cosec to be positive. Okay. So from tan you can find out what is cot x, and cot x is the reciprocal of tan. You will get minus 12 by 5, again negative in the second quadrant. Now since you have tan, you can just directly find out what is cosec. Cosec is what relation you have? 1 plus cot square x is equal to cosec square x. So from this you can get what is your cosec x? It is root of 1 plus cot square x. Okay. So that 1 plus you get minus 12 by 5 the whole square, which is equal to 1 plus 144 by 25, which is equal to 169 by 25, or plus or minus 13 by 5. Now what you need, you have to see in which quadrant x lies. X lies in the second quadrant means cosec and sine both should be positive. So that you can say since x is in the second quadrant, cosec x will be positive. Okay, it will be positive. So you will have your cosec value to be chosen as positive 13 by 5. Now from this you can get your sine value, which is 5 by 13. So both are giving you positive values. Now you have your cos value, and cos can be found out by, from where you can find out, either again you can use your sine, which is your root of 1 minus sine square. Okay, or else you can use that tan relation, which was that tan x is equal to sine x by cos x. So what will be cos x equal to sine x by tan x. Okay, so this you can use here. Cos x is equal to sine x divided by tan x. Replace the value. Sine x is 5 by 13, and what is tan x? It is minus 5 by 12. So that what you are getting, 5 will cancel, 12 will come up. So you will get minus 12 by 13 as your cos value, and sec value will be the reciprocal, that is minus 13 by 12. Now you just see your cos value and sec value both are negative. So in the second quadrant, cos is also negative, tan is also negative. So that your cot and sec is also negative. Okay. Next question is, find the values of the trigonometric functions. First question, that is question number 6, is sine 765 degrees. So in order to solve this type of problem, the main thing which we want or we should know is sine of 2n pi plus x is sine x. That means after a complete revolution you will get the same value, or you can say that if it is a multiple of 2 pi. Okay, if you can rewrite this like this angle in terms of this, you will get the value as whatever you have written, except that is 2 pi into something plus x. That x will give you your sine of that. That means after every rotation it will reach that point. Okay, where it was. So here what we are doing is sine of 765 is broken and written as a multiple of 2 pi. 2 pi is 360. So 360 into 2 will give you 720, right? So we are just breaking it to 720. Nearby number you have to just choose as a multiple of 360. Understood? You have to see nearby multiple of 360 to rewrite this. Okay. So it will be 720 plus, you can write it as 45. Correct? 720 plus 45 will give you 765. Now what we are doing is, this 720 is actually what? 360 into 2 plus 45, right? That is sine of 360 is 2 pi. In radian measure you will write it as 2 pi. So 2 pi into 2 plus 45. So if we say that, we know that sine of 2n pi plus x is sine x. Using that property you will get that it is equal to sine 45 degree. And what is sine 45? Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So your answer is 1 by root 2. Okay. Next question is cosec of minus 1410 degrees. So for this again we know the property sine of minus x is minus sine x. Similarly, you have cosec of minus x is minus cosec x. Okay, so that property we will first use, that is we can just take out this negative sign out of this angle. So this will become minus cosec of 1410 degrees. Okay, now you have to go for the multiple of 360 which is near to 1410, and you can just see that 4 into 360 will give you 1440, so that you can rewrite this 1410 as 1440 minus 30 will give you 1410, right? So that 1440, why we are searching for that number? In order to write in the form 2n pi plus x or minus x, right? So here you are getting minus cosec of, this will give you how much it is, 360 into 4 minus 30. Okay, so it is again minus cosec of 2 pi into 4 minus 30. Now since you have written it as a multiple of 2 pi, that is minus cosec of 2n pi, where n is 4 here, minus 30 means again you have to go for in which quadrant it will lie. Again you will get that angle to be 30 because the property says that 2n pi plus x will give you that x angle, but whether we have to take that negative or not we have to see, because if it is plus we will get it in the multiple of 2 pi, that means one coverage, one revolution will give you the same point, and after that if you are adding, it will come to the first quadrant. In first quadrant everything is positive, so that you are getting the same value. That is, if it is cosec, if it was plus, you will get cosec 30 itself. But here the condition is 2 pi into 4 minus 30. Minus 30 means if you reach after 4 revolution you will reach this point, then you are subtracting something. Subtracting 30 degrees means it will be in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant cosec is negative. So that your answer becomes, already a negative sign you have here, right? Again you will get a negative sign. How? Because this is in the which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant you have cosec to be negative. Okay, so that now negative get cancelled and you get cosec 30. And what is the value of cosec 30? It is sin 30 is 1 by 2, so cosec 30 will be 2. Okay, next question is 8th one, tan 19 pi by 3. So here what we need to do is we have to just split and write this as, so that after taking the LCM we have to get 19 pi by 3. Okay, so the value which we know, using that by 3 means if it is pi by 3, what should be here in order to get 19? Just see, 19 means you should get, after taking LCM, 18. 18 pi plus pi will give you 19 pi. In order to get 18 pi, what you have to write here? 3 into what is 18? You will get 6. So 6 pi plus pi by 3 is same as 19 pi by 3. Again it is a multiple of 2 pi. 2 pi into 3, that means after 3 revolutions it is coming to that point, and the value will be, again it is plus pi by 3 means in the first quadrant, so it is positive, and the value will be tan pi by 3 itself. And what is tan pi by 3? Pi by 3 means it is tan 60 degree. How much is it? It is root 3. Okay. Next question is 9th one, which is sine of minus 11 pi by 3. So again you can use the property sine of minus x is minus sine x, so that this will give you minus sine of 11 pi by 3. Now going for 11 pi by 3, how can you split and write it as a sum of 2? If I am taking this as pi by 3, what should be here to be written so that you get 11 pi by 3? If it is plus, I won't get, right? Because 3 into will not give that, plus pi by 3 will not give 11. So that if it is 4, that means 12, for 3 it will come as 12 pi. So that if it is 4 pi, after taking the LCM, 4 pi will give you 12 pi, right? 12 pi minus pi will give you 11 pi. So here you should have a negative sign. So 4 pi minus pi by 3 is 11 pi by 3. Again this is written as a multiple of 2 pi. 2 pi into 2 is 4 pi. So that you will get sine pi by 3. Now again you will get a negative or not. How will you know? Since it is After 2 complete revolutions, it is reaching the point where you have to subtract an angle. Subtract an angle means till this point it has reached, and then here subtracting means it will come in the 4th quadrant. In the 4th quadrant, sign is negative. So already a negative sign you have. One more negative you will get as sin pi by for sin pi by 3. Okay, so that it become sin pi by 3. And what is sin pi by 3? It is root 3 by 2. Okay. 10th question is cot of minus 15 pi by 4. Again, for your cot of minus theta or cot of minus x, you have minus cot x. So that you can take out that negative sign. It is an odd function. So it will become like minus cot of 15 pi by 3. Now, sorry, 15 pi by 4. Now you have to just see how you can write this as a sum of 2. Now if I am writing here pi by 4, what should I have here, so that after taking LCM I should get 15 pi in the numerator. So 4 into 4 you know 16, and 16 minus 1 will give you 15. So that you have a negative sign and 4 pi here. Okay. This will give you 15 pi by 4. Again it is a multiple of 2 pi. So that you will get that value. Again it is minus means it will be in the 4th quadrant. 4th quadrant cot is negative. So you will get one negative, yet another negative sign for this. So that this will give you cot of pi by 4. And what is cot of pi by 4? It is 1, as you have your tan value. Okay.